Hey guys, we're gonna be making our own patch. We're gonna make the Avo donut look patch. Let's get started. Our materials will be felt, tracing board, a sketch, embroidery needles, heat and bond, fabric scissors, embroidery, pencil and iron, and Pellon. We're gonna take our sketch and we're gonna just create a rectangle fitting around the sketch. Then we're gonna take the felt and then cut our Pellon the same size as the felt. We want them to be this rectangle to make a nice template for our outline. You're gonna take the rough side of the Pellon and attach it to the felt of the patch with your iron, and that's gonna give us a nice finished look. Then you're gonna take the felt and trace the sketch with your tracing board. We're gonna follow out the outlines, create the eye, the donut, the avocado. Alright guys, so let's say you don't have a light box. Here's the second option. You can use the light of your phone. The light of your phone will give you a nice reflection to create the right outline. But personally, I like using my light box. I just feel it makes it so much more easier to recreate the sketch onto my felt. Let's add those sprinkles. Perfect. So now let's say you don't like the phone, you don't like using the light box or using the phone, freestyle it, draw it out, and let's get started embroidering. So we're gonna use a satin stitch to embroider. The satin stitch, I am attaching it vertically, and the trick to the satin stitch is you insert your needle back and forth to fill in the eye. And notice that I'm not filling it all the way through, because the tighter and the shorter the length, the tighter the stitch will feel. So you insert the needle back and forth to fill in the eye. We're gonna do this all throughout. Perfect. So now, once your thread starts to finish, you're gonna go to the back, and what you're gonna do is that you're gonna split your 6 strands into 3 and tie a knot. That's how you can finish it off at the end, so it's a nice finish. And you will always want to take your scissors and snip it off and start over again. The same process. Cut out a length of your embroidery thread, make a knot at the end, and get started going back and forth, inserting your needle from one side to the other to fill in your outline. It's pretty much the same process all throughout, and with this satin stitch, it's super easy. Look, see how there's 6 strands? That's how I'm splitting it into 3. Boom. See, this is the split stitch. I'm gonna show you how I did the split stitch. So with the split stitch, you insert your needle down, and then you bring it up in the middle of your stitch, and then you go back down, and then you bring it back up in the middle of the stitch, and you continue this all throughout to outline your sketch. You can go back in and fill in the glaze with your satin stitch, and these 2 stitches are pretty much the 2 that we're gonna use to make our patch. The satin stitch and the split stitch. The split stitch to outline and the satin stitch to fill. And the direction of the satin stitch, I go more with the flow of the design. So since the donut is circular, I'm going in a circular motion. And the colors of the embroidery thread, it's up to you. I said I'll go with a traditional, so that's what I'm going with, a traditional color. Oh, look! It's so exciting! Now let's horizontal motion to fill in the eye with black. See? Oh, and I also fill in the eye with white, and instead of going vertically, I made it horizontal. Next, once you're done with your patch, you're gonna trim the felt 1/4 with your fabric scissor. This is going to help us finish off our patch. Oh my god, it's looking so pretty. Yes. So I'm gonna go with a darker green to do the outline. Same way, enter your embroidery thread, make the knot at the end, and we're gonna get started. We want to get super close to our embroidery, so you're gonna bring your needle up from the very edge and go back and forth. See here, I'm inserting my needle very close to the patch. Look how it looks here in the back. I'm inserting there, and I'm always inserting in that area and moving forward as I fill in the felt. And you want to get as close as possible because you don't want any of the white felt to be seen. So pull it tight and get as close as possible. Get as close as you can. And we're going to do this all throughout till reaching the end of our patch. We're almost there. It's almost the finishing line, and then we can like, woo! almost. There, completed. It looks super nice. Our next step is to attach the heat and bond. So we're going to take the heat and bond, and we're not going to use fabric scissors. We're going to use paper scissors. We're going to take our pencil, outline the patch on the flat side of the heat and bond, and then cut it out. Next, the rough side of the paper is the one that we want to iron on to the back of the patch. We're going to iron that down and then remove the wax side of the heat and bond and attach it to your jacket, shirt, pants, any garment that you own and that you want to see your awesome patch, and iron it on. You can also use a fabric on top of your patch. The more heat, the better. Perfect. Go on my website and you can download the template of these 2 stitches for free.
Hey guys, so we took care of our Kara's video. Ha 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 ha. Make sure to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and try the tutorial and put it on your shirt. So thanks for watching. Bye!